Oh, hey guys. Anyhow, yeah, I'm bored, but I got a lot of time, dude. I'm telling you, man. Okay, so I got everything done, pretty much. All this. So, okay, so I just got home. I don't know if you can notice or tell. I'm home, and I like my home. I like my little simple life, my simple little trailer in this simple little, you know, um, area out in the middle of nowhere where I just like whatever, like stay away from me. This is okay. So I just got home on Halloween, and then when I got home, but I still have all this shit I gotta do. Okay, so I had to go do a job in Texas, dude, and I was at that job for 6 or 7 weeks, working 7 days a week. And so it took me an entire day to pack. I had to make sure that I had everything because 7 days a week, I'm working 7 days a week, hard labor, hard slave labor, hard physical slave labor, 7 days a week for 6 or 7 weeks. So I got to make sure I got everything I need. I can't be fucking around. And so it took me all day to pack. And it was like a rush job and everything. Because my boss, like last minute, he's like, hey man, we need you to come out like now. Can you be here in a couple days? Like, fuck, dude, okay. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, sure, why not? I'm just sitting here rotting anyways. Why not? So anyways, but yeah, it'd take a whole day, like 8 hours to like go through everything, get everything I need, make sure I got everything, and then fit it all in my vehicle. Like everything. So when I got back, now I have to do all this. Now I have to unpack. I have to get all this shit out of my vehicle. And then I live in this tiny home, so I gotta put it all away. And being like, I'm just gonna use the term minimalist because it's fancy. It makes me look and feel important. So being a minimalist, I gotta, whatever. There's an art to being a minimalist. There's an art to living in a little, 8.5 foot by 10.5 foot trailer. There's a whole art to it, which I enjoy, but it's not necessarily easy either. And so, anyway, but today I finished everything. There's all kinds of logistics too. When I got here, it's like, well, now there's another person here, and so now it's just a lot of logistics and bullshit, and plus unpacking, and then of course a truck comes a couple days later. It's like, oh, there's a truck coming tomorrow at 8 a.m. So you need to be ready. It's like, oh, okay. It just never ends, and so I've been slowly chipping away at just getting readjusted to being home again, and then I had to drive into town, which is like a 35-mile drive, to make sure my registration and insurance and everything is all correct on my vehicle, and that was it. That's like the last of it. So today I finally finished all that, and so now it's like everything is chill. Like I don't have to worry about anything anyhow. So that's kind of what's up. And so, whatever. But and so now that I don't have anything to worry about, it's like, well, I mean, what do I do? Kind of like King Arthur. He's like, dude, we've done everything. There's like peace in the land, prosperity, everybody's happy. What now? What do we do now, you guys? What is the meaning of life, Merlin? What is important? What's the most important quality of being a knight, Merlin? What? Tell us the answer, Merlin. Somebody give us the answer. No, you don't want to know the answer, bro, because, yeah, it's obvious, King Arthur, you don't want to know the answer. When a man lies, he murders some part of the world. But anyway, so now I don't know what to do with myself. I got a couple friends that I want to help out with a little bit of this and a little of that. And it's weird because I've been talking about a helper, and I'm helping people, and I'm kind of contradicting myself, I notice. Or it could seem like I'm contradicting myself because I'm talking about, how it's important to help each other because the government does not care. Therefore, we the people need to help each other. So I'm talking about there's another great quote that I brought up many times over the years is, I should be able to remember it verbatim. And this says it all. Like in my video earlier today where I'm like, dude, you can sum everything up in like 2 sentences and that's everything. So there's no point in going on and on talking and talking. But nobody else will shut the fuck up anyways. I mean, these people make millions of dollars just fucking rambling on, slack jaws. Fucking long forehead slack jaws. All they just talk and talk and talk. It's the Jews, the space lasers, the Jewish space lasers. It's the reptilians and the interdimensional beings. And it's Elon Musk is terraforming Mars, and they just nonstop, dude. It's like, dude. And like I said, everything can be summed up in a couple sentences. Here's an example. Here's an example of how you can sum everything up. Here it is. Ready? The quote is, the short-sighted embark on the dishonest path. The wise on the honest path. Because the wise know the truth. That in helping others, we help ourselves. And in hurting others, we hurt ourselves. That's everything in a nutshell. So if I go about my day hurting others, all I'm doing is hurting myself. See, this would solve all of America's problems. Is if people just embarked on the honest path, everything would be cool. People wouldn't be wailing at the wailing wall of the internet about our tax dollars going to Israel and wailing about the Epstein files and everything, all this shit, and just crybabying all the time. Because in helping others is how we help ourselves. There's plenty of opportunity to help others. Have you ever noticed that? Have you ever noticed, if you were to go into any major city in this country, that there is ample opportunity to help other people? You'll see people spare changing, and you can see you could see the look of despair in their eyes. You can tell they're not faking. They really need some spare change. You can see the hopelessness of despair in their eyes. It's totally obvious they're not faking it. I'm telling you, you go to any major city in this country, there's just ample opportunity to help people that are obviously need help. They're not faking it at all. You can see the hopelessness of despair in their eyes. It's almost hard to look at. They're in such a state of hopeless despair that it's hard to even look at them. You're just like, oh my God, here, take my money and let me not have to look at this reality, because holy shit, you have people suffering everywhere. Have you ever noticed there's ample opportunity, especially in every major city in this country, to help people. You see elderlies, fucking totally destitute elderlies, walking around fucking like barefoot and shit, and like practically almost like dying, walking right down the street. I mean, they're like this close to fucking dying, when all they need is just like a meal, just like a meal and a bottle of water or something. And they're just like, I mean, it's crazy, bro. Like, there's all of this ample opportunity to help people. And in helping others, we help ourselves. Like, it's a total no-brainer. So going back to it, it's like the short-sighted embark on the dishonest path. The wise on the honest path. Because the wise know the truth. That in helping others, we help ourselves. Okay? In hurting others, we hurt ourselves. So if all I ever think and care about is how I'm gonna hurt some people, I'm gonna get back at those motherfuckers. You know the sons of bitches, right? I'm gonna get those sons of bitches. It's always the sons of bitches. Like, I'm gonna hurt those sons of bitches. I'm gonna get them back. Because I'm the Punisher. I live in a comic book where I think I'm the Punisher, and that I've been done wrong, and so I'm devoting my life, just like the Punisher did. I'm devoting my life to revenge. I'm getting revenge. I'm gonna go and get in it and hurt those people. I mean, I'm telling you, this sums up everything. It's everything. In helping others, we help ourselves. And this is what's crazy, like when you get into the whole subject of helping others, it's extremely complex. You would assume it's just easy. It's like, oh, that's the answer, is I just help people? Oh, cool, okay. So I'm just going to go start helping people, right? Well, it's not that easy. Like, what about all the people that need help but don't want it? Like Nancy Pelosi, for example, Hunter Biden, Kamala Harris, George Bush, George Bush Jr., George Bush Sr., all these Holly weirdos. They all need help. They're psychos. They're sociopaths. They need help, but they don't want help. Like, they're fucking millionaires. What? They don't want nothing. Get away. Yeah, they don't want to help. I'm telling you. In helping others, we help ourselves. So if America wants to help itself, America should start helping. Like I said, there's ample opportunity to help people. Go to any major city in this country. I guarantee you, you're gonna see elderly homeless people with the hopelessness of despair in their eyes and all over. Like it's going to be totally obvious that these people need help, and you can just help them, and you don't have to. Just give them $10. Like, dude, hand one of those people $10 and watch the hopelessness of despair just dissipate, just disappear, and they're like, oh my god, like, thank you so fucking much. It's a great feeling. And really, all you're doing, you're just doing your duty as a human being. You're not doing anything special. Like, if you see somebody who's destitute and it's totally obvious, and you're just like, fuck, man. I mean, I got $20. I could give him $10. I mean, I can't necessarily, I can afford to give them $1 or something, and you hand that person $1, watch them. It's like they've never they haven't encountered humanity for like 3 months, and you give them $1 and they're like, oh my God, there's an actual humanity in the world. I mean, they just light up. They're like, they can't believe it. I cannot tell you how many times I've had encounters like this. Okay, like one time I was at this is just a more recent one. When I was in Tucson, I was at this gas station, and this woman came up to me, and she was really embarrassed to ask me. And I could tell she was embarrassed to ask me for some change. And so I was like, dude, there is no reason for her to be embarrassed to ask me for change at all. And I could tell, like I could see the hopelessness of despair. It was totally obvious she needed help. And, you know, I mean, I've got like $5 of change in my car or whatever. Or maybe it's just $1.75, whatever it is. It's like, and so my first thing is to reassure her that there's no reason to be embarrassed asking me for change. Because I know. I've been there. I've been in your shoes. So yeah, here's some change. And dude, like it's there is no magic to this. It's just being a human being. Like I know where she's coming from, and so I just reassured her, like, dude, don't even worry about it. I got you, girl. I know what it's like out here. I don't have much, but here's something. And dude, like it totally transformed her from being like this kind of ashamed and reserved, where it was like all the feelings she was suppressing just came out, and she just started like tearing up, and she was totally being honest, and she was just talking about how hard it is on the street, and like she just can't believe how fucked up it is on the street, and it's just like it's totally kicking her ass, and she starts like really truly crying, and whereas she was suppressing those feelings when she first approached me. But when I just reassured her, I'm like, dude, don't even worry about it. I know exactly what you and I don't have a lot, but and as soon as she started talking about how fucked up it is, then I started venting. And I'm like, dude, this society is fucking disgusting. The way this society treats homeless people is fucking disgusting. Like, it is an abomination, you know, that nobody gives a fuck about anybody but themselves. And everybody, like, people won't even think twice to spit on a fucking homeless person and just degrade them and treat them like shit or ignore them when they don't even know their story. They don't know anything. And so I just started venting. And then she started getting even more like, not upset, but just allowing her feelings to come out. And she's like crying and shit. Not in a bad way, in a good way, where she's crying because there's actually somebody having a real human connection and interaction with her, where it's like, dude, it disgusts me that people treat people like you like shit. And I just started going on, dude. One time at this same gas station some months earlier, I was there, and some cops showed up and were harassing a homeless person because the homeless person was spare changing at the 7-Eleven. And so I cop watched. I got my camera out and I just videoed it, and they knew I was videoing, and I didn't fucking care. And I just videoed them so that they knew that they couldn't just treat that homeless person like shit because nobody cares. That there's actually somebody there that cares how police treat homeless people, and that I was there videoing. And then they did their shit, it was all and then because they knew I was there, they were on their best behavior, even though I could tell they were just some fucking pigs. They're just pigs looking to pick on somebody using their badge and their gun. And that's why I did the cop watch, and I just videoed him, and I didn't give a fuck, okay? As soon as the whole thing was done, they had kicked her off the property, right? And so then she's walking away. And I'm telling you, I know when a person is truly homeless. Like, it's obvious. Like I'm talking about, you can feel and see the hopelessness of despair. There is no faking the hopelessness of despair. And so it's totally obvious. And it was another woman. And I was so fucking pissed that those cops were harassing her because she's panhandling in front of the store. I was so fucking pissed that when it was all done and she's walking away, I drove up on the side and I asked her, I said, did they fucking give you a fucking ticket and shit? And she's like, no, they did this and that. And it didn't matter. I was so fucking pissed. And I opened up my wallet and I pulled out $100 fucking bill and I said, here. And I don't even think she knew how much it was, but I think she knew it was at least like $20 bill or something. And then I just told her, the only reason I'm giving it to you is because fuck the fucking pigs, dude. Fuck those I fucking hate it when fucking people with power abuse it. It's so fucking sickening. And so just out of spite, and I even told her that, I'm like, I'm only giving you this out of spite because I fucking hate it, dude. I hate these motherfuckers. I hate it when they do this. And I was being honest. I only gave that out of spite. And I was proud to give it out of spite. I don't even care if that chick is a mass fucking murderer. Like, fuck those pigs, dude. I hate it. You know? I don't care if she's going to go spend that on crack or whatever. Like, I don't, dude, here's $100 for your trouble. I'm sorry that cops are fucking pigs, dude. But anyways, and that was it. I fucking just drove off, fucking pissed off. I gave her $100. I told her, no, I'm just giving this to you out of spite because fucking those pigs. I hate fucking pigs. And then I just drove off. It was like she didn't even know until after I drove off. Then she looked at it and she's like, what the fuck? Which is funny. Like, I do this, dude. I'll do this. Just out of spite, bro. Like, you know what? If all the rich people in the world had all their money stolen and given to every single homeless person, good, bad, ugly, otherwise, I would celebrate it. I would be like, yeah, fuck yeah. I'm telling you, if all the rich people worldwide magically had all of their wealth just completely stolen and they all went to homeless people, or just like cash is falling from the skies onto homeless people, and they're just like, whoa. Like I would be like, yes. I would be like, that's it. That's what it's all about. I've achieved. I've seen everything. I've achieved and seen. I don't need to live anymore. It's all over. It's done. That's all I wanted to see. I don't even care if those homeless people don't deserve that money. I don't even care. That's what I want. Just flip the fucking tables. Flip the fucking tables. Flip it all around. Let those people taste that and let those people taste that. Let it all get flipped inside out and upside down. Fuck it. And that's all I want. And if that's, and once I get it, it's like, okay, I'm done. Turn the light switch off. Fucking disappear me into eternal darkness. That's all I wanted. That's all. That's all it ever was for me, man. That's all I ever wanted, dude. Okay. Whatever. That's just how I am. I don't know why. I don't know. I love hearing these stupid. Oh no, you don't want that. You don't want all the wealth of all the rich people to go to the homeless. That would be even worse. No, I don't even care if it'd be worse. Good. I'm glad it would be worse. Go fuck all you. Go fuck yourselves. Go fuck yourselves. Eat it. Eat fucking crow. Like, let all these homeless people have all the, it's like that saying in the Bible, and it's also in the Rush song. The meek shall inherit the earth. Like, it is easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than it is for a rich man to enter the kingdom of heaven. Let me say that again. It is easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than it is for a rich man to enter the kingdom of heaven. Good. If that ends up being the truth when all is said and done, and that's the truth, it's like that was all it was for me. I am so glad. I don't even care. As long as that's what it is, good, then everything is right. Everything is put right, and I can rest in peace. Fuck all y'all. See y'all later, dude. You know what I mean? That's it. And be, oh no, Angry Hobo's stupid. He's so wrong. Don't you he doesn't even understand the market of economics, and that's not the way it works. And it's like, well, what do you mean that's not the way how? Then you explain to me, how does it work? If I, just fuck off. Go look at all this fucking Holly weirdos, all these fucking scummy fucking cockroach politicians and all their wealth and all this shit, and then try to explain to me that I just don't understand economics and the market of economics, and this, I don't get it. I'm so delusional. How could I ever want it to be where it is easier for a camel to enter the eye of a needle than it is for a rich man to enter the kingdom of heaven? How dare I entertain that? I just don't understand. Those wealthy people, they worked hard for their money. Angry Hobo, don't you understand? Those people worked hard for their money. And those homeless people, they're just lazy. Why don't you just understand? Like, I don't even, dude, like, seriously, fuck off. Turn the tables. Flip the fucking script. Bring on the rapture, man. Fuck these people. Fuck all these people. I just don't care, bro. Anyways, 27 minutes of bullshit. But, yeah, I don't know. Just riffing. Like I said, so I have time off. I don't even know how to act right now. I got time off. I don't know what I'm going to do. I really need to rest, though, is what I need to do, because I got more slave labor coming up, so I gotta rest, get rested up for it. And in the meantime, the riots are coming, you guys. Those poor EBT recipients are gonna be fucking burning cities down. Look out, you guys. Watch out for those dirty EBT welfare recipients. They're the evil ones. Them and of course the Bill Gates and the Faucis and the the Rothschilds and the Trumps and yeah, watch out. But all the middle working class people, they're all just innocent. They're white as snow. They're just little angels. They're little lap dogs. They need to continue getting their paychecks written by the rich people, by the Bill Gates and the Faucis and the Trumps and they need to Kamala needs to come and save all of them. They work so hard for their money. But the poor people, they're just dirty. Those are just those dirty, scummy cockroaches and the evil Bill Gateses and the evil Faucis and the evil Rothschilds and the evil, Trumps and the evil everyone else is evil. The middle and working class, they're just angels. They're just angels waiting to, enter the gates of heaven. Pure as snow. Well, why do I not believe that? Why do I find that to be like the biggest pile of fucking horse shit I've ever heard in my life? I don't know. You tell me. Anyways, I'm out. See you later, dudes.